Hey guys, I'm Harrison Jones. I'm the owner of Harry's Holsters, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to install your hardware and your belt attachments on your Contender holster. So as you can see here, we have all of our hardware laid out. The little red bag has Vibratite in it. I suggest taking the Vibratite and applying it to the threads of your screws and letting it sit for 5 minutes before installing them. I would suggest doing that with all the screws except for your turboprop. You want that to have somewhat free movement. So take the turboprop and unthread the screw from the turboprop itself, keeping the star washer on the screw. You're going to want to set that to the side as well as the turboprop. Then I'm using a power drill. In this video, I do not suggest you using a power drill. Keep in mind, I do this every day, but this will make the video go a lot faster. Take out your top screw on your holster, and then you use that screw to press the threaded post through the bottom so you can pull it out, and your spacer is still going to be in place inside the holster. Then you're going to want to take the screw from the turboprop with the star washer on it and run it up through the bottom. Once you've done that, you'll take the turboprop and thread it onto the holster itself. From there, you'll be able to tighten it to the adjustment level you would like. I like my retention a little bit stiffer, so that's just about perfect. So now it's time to install the clips onto the holster, or your single clip / belt attachment, whether you're doing the paddle or the X-lock. You're going to want to take one of the posts, run it up through the holster into one of the slots, then take a rubber washer to keep it held in place. You're going to want to do the same thing on the other side of the holster. And also, I suggest using Vibratite on these screws, as I stated before. Make sure you apply it 5 minutes beforehand and let it sit on the male version of the screws, just to be clear. Once you've got those in the top slot, you can mount either the paddle or continue adding the other screw and post setup for the X-lock. Now, as you can see on this paddle, it's adjustable for ride height by a slight bit, and it's also adjustable for camp by quite a bit. So this holster does have a lot of adjustment with these accessories. Now take your final post and go up into the middle hole, as you can see right there. It'll be 1.5 inches lower than the other options. You can see it makes a perfect triangle. Unlock your X-lock by taking that clasp and then pressing in on the wings. You'll need to move these bars that help you adjust belt fit. As you can see, this clip will fit with about any different size of belt, and these work in 1/4 inch increments. I believe I've got it set up for a 1.5 inch belt right there. So now you're going to want to flip that around. Let it line up all the holes on the holster. Now this gets kind of tight. You're just going to want to thread these in so they fit. And it's a lot easier to do this when you're not filming. Sometimes the post may come out, so it helps to hold it in with your hand. Really hard to do this on camera, guys. A lot easier when you're not trying to film yourself. Now just thread the rest of the screws in. Just get the threads engaged, and you can tighten them up later. You don't want to tighten them up one at a time. Now you've got those tightened up, then you can move in and tighten them up. And again, I do not suggest using a drill like I'm doing. I've got this set on one of the lower torque settings. I know exactly where it needs to be. This is a good way to strip screws if you don't know what you're doing. All right, so you can lock it in, then press that over, and that's the same order you'll do when using your belt. I hope this video has been helpful. If you guys have any other questions, please reach out to us through the website. Look forward to hearing from you.